It's kind of crazy how similar this movement is to something we've seen in the past in terms of Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu right now is looking like one of the strongest assets in the space. I've talked about its resilience many times here. And frankly, Shiba Inu does want to make movements to the upside. It's done quite well over the last 24 hours. And there are two things that are different this time from last time. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell. Again, it's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I'd like to reference some of these historic moves, ones that have happened in the past, because a lot of times these tend to mimic themselves. They tend to follow very, very closely. And right now, I've said many times that this move right here that we're experiencing in terms of Shiba Inu is mimicking a move that we've had recently. Now, SHIB did have a very nice surge yesterday. In fact, we printed a 5.5 daily candle, almost a 2% daily candle again today. We're above these moving averages, which is a very bullish sign for Shiba Inu. It bounced right off them. Guys, SHIB wants to go on a run. And it's a question of whether the market is ready to facilitate that next move to the upside. Because what we experienced last time we saw this formation was a huge surge to the upside. Okay. This move right here is the exact same move that SHIB is seeing right now. It's exactly the same, guys. For example, if you guys take a look at what this looks like overlaid here, the trend is it's exactly the same, but it's actually a little bit more bullish. Now, what I will say is there are two things that are very different this time around. First of all, what really made this move possible here, this 4.5x explosion in terms of Shiba Inu, was a lot of new capital flowing into the space. Right now, while the sentiment is good, it's not there quite yet, but it can happen at any time. We had a resounding overall positive sentiment in the market in basically February. And what that caused was an outside inflow of capital. And right now we're kind of gearing up for that moment where alt season hits, where you do see some of that excitement outside the space start to trickle in and turn into buys. And it's all really a question of when that happens. If we do follow what we've done historically speaking from a BTC timeline perspective, I mean, we're right there. We're right at that moment where frankly everything may open up. If you start to see or continue to see good institutional buying, if you see shorts getting liquidated, don't be surprised if we start making some pretty violent moves more similar to this one. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to do this move and just surge. I won't even show you guys those price levels, right? But there is a very aggressive move that's approaching very quickly. Now, something else that is very different from the last time that this took place is exchange supply. I know I referenced this a bunch. We actually haven't talked about this, at least over the last week very much here. But what we experienced when that move was made back here at the latter part of February is we actually saw exchange supply on the rise. We actually saw some people kind of unloading at that time. And even despite that, we still managed to make a very violent move to the upside. Now, what I will say is that exchange supply has been drastically falling. We're talking about almost a 25 trillion SHIB difference from where we're at currently to where we were at that point. 25 trillion less available in the market. And that means that this movement can be a lot more violent than even what our movement in March was, or February, March, right? Right now, we've hit another all-time low in terms of available supply on exchanges, 138.5 trillion available. Guys, that's not that much. That's not a lot of liquidity to go around. When we look at what we've seen before with these kind of drops in supply, it's led to very violent moves in the market. There's one back here that's actually getting cut off now because of the timeline, but you guys get the point. We're seeing all the right things take place. And SHIB is performing very well because of this. And I have to say, guys, I still have my SHIB long position open. I actually have 182% now. Again, if you guys are interested in checking out Margex, there's a referral link in the description below. Again, there's no KYC. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like. But just make sure your bags are set. Don't get caught by bearish sentiment. This is go time. We're ready for these big moves to take place. And all the things I'm seeing right now in terms of Shiba Inu that we've talked about for years are present, and they're the reason why SHIB is going to perform extremely well. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.